Hi crafty friends, Monique here with Grace and Tattered Lace. Hope you're all doing well today. Alright, well we're here today. I found this cute little muffin tin at the Dollar Tree and I thought we would make something fun with it, and I thought some gingerbread men. So maybe let's get started with some gingerbread men and make something fun. I'm just going to hold on here just for a minute or two, see if anybody pops on. Not very long. Right, maybe not. Alright. We're going to go ahead and get started with some paint, and I don't want this to be too bright red. I want it to be a little bit, rustic-y color. Hello, my friend Stephanie. We are here today. We're going to make a little Christmas gingerbread muffin project. Found this little guy at the Dollar Tree. I figured I would get on and show you guys something that you could make with it before they're all gone. So we have some Barn Red by Apple Barrel. Hello Stephanie, I hope you are well. Were you able to hear what I just said about what we were making, or do I need to retell you, my friend? I didn't know if you were all the way on yet. Hope you are doing good. Ooh. A little booger in my paint. Hello Diana, thank you for joining me, my friend. Alright, so we have here a little muffin tin that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I thought I would pop on and show you guys a fun activity that you guys can make for Christmas. I know these types of things don't stick around there very long, so I thought I'd go ahead and get on and do this now, even though we are still a little ways away from Christmas. So I'm using some Apple Barrel Barn Red and some Waverly Crimson. And I'm just going to kind of mix the colors because I want it to be red, but not as red as the Crimson and not as rustic-y as the Red Barn. So we're going to mix those two colors and we'll see what kind of color we end up with. Hope you ladies are doing well. I'm going to need more for this little guy. I'm doing good, thank you Stephanie, I'm doing good. Trying to recover from the last few weeks at work. It was quite an ordeal. My school site assignment changed. I'm a speech pathologist, and our assignments can change from year to year, and my site changed. And we used to be the virtual environment and a school site. More boogers in this darn stuff. Nasty. And I got changed to 2 completely new sites this year, and neither one of them had office space for me and my belongings. And it was a challenge, and it was very frustrating and very stressful. So, after some fighting and some pulling of some, this is what Ed Code says, I finally got a small space at one site. But it was very stressful. Alright, I'm going to put a little water in here because it is a little thick. Hope you guys are doing well there. I know Stephanie's doing well. I haven't done anything today. I sat in my craft room. I was invited to do an event this weekend, and so I was brainstorming to figure out what I can do for that event. So that's what I did most of my morning. I'm super excited. I have something very fun planned. And as soon as the information comes out, I will definitely post it and share it with you guys. So I'm just painting this with this red paint. I probably have way too much paint now that I'm doing this. That's alright. Thought it was going to take more. It's going on very easily. It might take 2 coats though. Alright. My little moose, our little dog that had surgery, is doing much better. He when they did the surgery, they took quite a bit of skin off, and my opinion is that they didn't do a very good job suturing him, and it started opening, and we still had him very limited. We had his cone on, and it started opening, and when we took him back and had to get his sutures redone, they put like this kind of like a tubing along the sides of the stitches, so the sutures went this way, and then they had a tubing that went perpendicular to it this direction. And he's healing much better now, and he's doing very well, so I'm very happy to hear that. He seems to be okay. We'll see as time goes along, because I think I told you guys they did diagnose him with cancer, a very aggressive form of cancer, but he seems to be okay now. So we're hoping and praying that they got all of it out, and that all is going to be good. All right. Hi. Thank you. Hi, Sue. How are you today? Thank you for joining me, my friend. We're doing a little gingerbread muffin tin project. Okay, so I'm just going to zap this with the dryer really quick and give it another coat. And then we'll set this off to the side. Hi, Charlene. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, Debbie. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. I know it was last minute, and I also know it was about 15 minutes later than I had thought. Hope you guys are all doing well. I am in sunny Southern California. Oh, I realized that my thing is falling down a little bit. I am in California. It is warm here today. Don't know how warm. I didn't really go outside. Stayed inside most of the day. I'm supposed to have the house to myself today, but my husband got called off. Oh, Sue, I'm very sorry to hear that your son has a sick dog also. It's very sad when our loved ones, our little dogs, our animals, not even just dogs, our pets, our cats, and, you know, all the other animals that we all love so dearly get sick. It's so hard because you just don't know how to, they don't know how to tell us that they hurt or they don't feel well. Alright, this is getting close. We'll put another coat on. Thank you very much, Sue. I really appreciate that. Alright, for those of you that are just joining, we're making a cute little gingerbread muffin tin. I found this muffin tin at Dollar Tree. They have some more fall things and baking stuff out, and so I thought I would pop on and show you guys a cute little project. I know it's Christmas, and Christmas in July is over, but these baking things don't last very long at Dollar Tree. They tend to go quickly, and so I thought I'd pop on and show you an idea so that if you're out at your Dollar Tree and you see one, you can pick it up thinking, I know what I can make with that. Oh, 11. Oh, yeah, she's quite old. Their dog is a little old. Good for them for rescuing it. Our dogs are rescues also, and they are getting up there in age as well. We have 2 greyhounds. I cannot recall their age. I think they're about 10 or 11 as well, and they were both rescues. And we have one mini Dachshund that we just got. She is about 1.5 years now. She turned 1 year in March. Alright, so we're just going to put a second coat on this one, and then we're going to kind of rough it up, gunk it up a little bit after I set it. We'll set it off to the side and let it dry while we work on our gingerbread man. Alright. You're right, Debbie. It is never too early for Christmas, especially if you are a crafter and you do things to make to sell. You're prepping all this time now. Hi, Angelica. How are you today? Oh, I'm getting my fingers covered in paint. Alright, I think I have this pretty much covered. I'm going to gloopy around the inside. You got to be careful not to let it get drippy because then it clumps, and it's also hard to dry then. Okay, so for the colors, you guys, I've got a hair in my mouth. I used Apple Barrel Barn Red, and I used Waverly Crimson, and mix the two colors together. Let me get this paint off me before I get it everywhere else. Oh, Angelica, I don't think I knew that your foot was bad, hon. I'm so sorry. Oh, she was out of Oklahoma. And Sue, you're in Oklahoma, right? I think that's right. I'm glad to hear that your foot is getting better, Angelica. All right, let's see. Let's set this off to the side as I get more paint on my fingers. We'll just set it on the floor for now. Okay, I have a little candy cane that I've made out of cardboard. I couldn't find any candy canes in my stash from last year, so I figured I will just make my own. And let me get a paintbrush. Let's get it dry, and we need some white paint. All right. This one is Hello Lobby Ivory. Okay. I think what I'm just going to do, instead of trying to paint stripes, I'm just going to paint this guy white, and then we'll go back with some red. And it's just an irregularly shaped candy cane. I wasn't looking for perfection. I just kind of cut something out of cardboard. And I am going for that, vintagey, rusticy, farmhousey look, so I didn't really care that it wasn't perfect. Edges. You guys, I learned an amazing trick. You guys know, those that have been with me for a little while know that I like to use cardboard on things, and I like to use the corrugated edges or the inside of it and peel the front off. And I just discovered a fabulous way to get the paper off the top in almost one complete piece, depending on how big of a piece you have. Look, I'm just using the paint on my table here. I have to do a little video to show you guys what I learned. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's get some red on here. Then we will make our little gingerbread man. Let me dry this really quick so it doesn't bleed. Hello, Tamara from Texas. Thank you for joining, my friend. I just saw you. Sorry, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I know I have a lot of Texas girls here. Hope the weather is nice there today, not too hot for you guys. All right. Now we're just going to put some stripes on our candy cane. I'm just going to use the same red that I had before. Miss Roxy, what are you doing? Miss Roxy. Yeah, guys, Miss Roxy came in here and got at the muffin tin. She's brushing a towel on top of it. I guess that's going to make it some vintage looking tin. We got some stuff stuck inside. Roxy! I better not put it on the floor, I guess. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, that did not go as I had planned. That looks horrible, you guys. Look what I've done to this candy cane. She does say give me some treats. She wants to be held. Oh my word. Yes, she definitely distracted me, and look what I've done. I'll have to go back and fix this. I'm not going to worry about fixing this right now. We're just going to leave it like that for now. Okay. Yes, Miss Roxy. She likes to be the center of attention, I tell you sometimes. I should have dried it, but that's alright. Alright, so let's put that to the side. Let's put this to the side. Alright, let's work on our little gingerbread man, you guys. Sorry, my fingers are wet. So, I've pre-cut a gingerbread man out of some coffee-stained muslin. I actually like the way it turned out. So I've already cut him out. I just went on the internet. I just found a picture of a gingerbread man. I cut him out. Nothing special. I certainly did not draw him because I am not that talented. So we're just going to glue this little guy together. I want the coffee stains to show, so I want to make sure I leave that out. So I'm going to glue him. And I'm just using hot glue. I'll leave a little opening so I can put some stuffing inside. I probably should put my glasses on so I can see you guys. Because I cannot see where this glue is going. Trying to get them lined up perfectly is the hard part. Not burn your fingers. Okay. Woo! Hot mama. Alright, I might try to put some stuffing in him before I get too much glue on him because it's going to be hard to get inside his little head and his hands. Okay. Anybody watching the Little League World Series? My husband was watching that upstairs. I saw a little glimpse of that. Looks like Hawaii is really doing well today. They beat Oklahoma, I think, was it? No, they beat Tennessee yesterday, my husband said. I certainly was not watching it. Alright, so we're just going to put a little stuffing inside here. Put it inside so that I can seal him up a little bit more. You guys, I am doing a live event this weekend. And as soon as the information comes out, I will be sure to share it on my page and let you guys know all the details, that it hasn't been out yet. And as soon as it does, I will definitely share. I'd love for you guys to join me. I have something super fun planned. Oh, I just have to get my glasses. This little guy is small. Alright. Woo! That was a good one. Yikes. Alright. I imagine if this guy was a little bigger, he'd be easier to stuff, but he's little. Alright, seal up his arms a little bit. Let's see, what am I going to do? We'll leave it from the side, I suppose. This little guy was not easy to cut in fabric. It's definitely a challenge. It might have been easier if I had folded him in half instead of cutting him flat. I'm thinking if I'd folded him in half on the fold, it would have been easier. Just a thought for those that want to do it. Oh, it was in the 90s in Tampa. Oh my. Because it's probably humid there too, right, Tamara? Usually it's humid. '90s probably feels like a lot warmer than 90. Okay. Get his arm. Oh, I might have to fluff him around after I get some stuff in him more. His crotch doesn't want to stay shut. Hot, 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 hot. I didn't pick an easy one, guys. Let's close his leg up and get some in his leg. The smaller parts are harder to work with for sure. Alright, let's get him in his leg. His crotch still doesn't want to close. I have batting stuck in it. Alright. Let's use the scissors. Okay. There's our little, my goodness, my camera keeps moving down. Look at that. Okay, there's our little gingerbread man that we have so far, you guys. Let me try to, oh, his leg is coming out and still his crotch. I can't get his crotch to close. Okay. And his leg, where was his leg out here? Definitely going to have to use a little tool to get inside these little small places, you guys, to kind of poke things around. Alright, there's our little gingerbread man for now. And I have some buttons. We'll put some buttons on him. I want to gunk him up a little bit though, so I don't want to make him brown, but I definitely think that we can use some of the ink. This is the Distressed Oxide ink. This one is Ground Espresso. Thanks, Angelica. I'm starting to have a difficult time seeing your guys' comments because my iPad is moving for some reason. I think I need to tighten up the bolts. I think you need some eyes. All right. I like that side better. All right, and then I have some distressed spray, oxide spray. This one is gathered twigs. And we're just gonna spray him a little bit. There we go. That's what we have so far going on, you guys. You might need some paint too, but let's get some buttons and stuff on him and see where he goes. Let's give him some eyes. Just a little dot. I'm just going to give him a little dot of an eye. Definitely not my area of strength. I'm doing something very, very basic because I always mess up the eyes. So we're just going to give them just simple, teeny little eyes. We have a thunderstorm going through. Oh no, Sue. Stay safe, my friend. Stay inside. All right, we got some little buttons. That's one thing I actually miss from when we were in Tennessee, Sue, is the rainstorms. It did amaze me how everybody just kind of rolled with it and went out, and they didn't care about umbrellas much, and everybody just went out in the rain because it happened all the time. But here in California, we all shut down. We don't know what to do with the rain. I do miss having those nice, summer storms and enjoying that rain once in a while. Okay. Let's see, what does he need? Let's give him a little scarf tie thing. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I like a bow or just straight. Oh, that's cute, actually. I'll cut that down. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think that's why they didn't use them in Tennessee also, Sue, is the wind. We get that a lot here too in California, but we just don't. A lot of times people just still use them. However, when we do get rain, we get rain. Sometimes. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I guess they'll tell us it's going to rain and it just doesn't happen. Okay, look at that. There's our cute little gingerbread man. Okay, let's get back our little tin. Let's pull out the dryer and dry it since it's not totally dry. Miss Roxy didn't mess it up too bad. That's alright, because I'm going to take the sandpaper to it in a couple areas and kind of rust it up a little bit. So we don't need to worry about whatever Miss Roxy might have done. Alright. I've got to get this up a little bit, you guys. It's coming down too far. Let's see. Alright, maybe that's a little better. It's still not on there 100%, but you didn't use it. Sue, you've been everywhere, my friend. You even lived in California, if I remember right. Where else have you lived? Okay. Anybody do anything fun today? Or did you guys all just do crafts like me? Alright, I have to be careful because this is very hot now. And where's my sandpaper? I'm just going to take this little sanding block, just kind of gunk it just a little bit, not too much, and then we'll use some brown paint on it. This one will probably have to be sealed when we're done. to keep the paint from scratching off too easily. Let's use a little bit of wax on here. This is the Waverly Antique Wax. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush and I'm going to dab it off so that it's not loaded full of wax. And I'm just going to kind of gunk up this sides a little bit, and I think I got too much off. Just going to kind of stipple it a little. This is what we have going on so far, you guys. California, Arizona, California again, Wyoming, now Oklahoma. Wow. You're working on a 3D pumpkin? Oh, Angelica, that sounds awesome. Make sure you share it when you're done. I'd love to see what you're working on. Okay. Almost done with this. We can get everything glued on here. Oh, I have one more thing that I want to make to add on here. We're going to make a little tag. All right. That looks great, I think. And okay, so now I have this other little thing that I just found, a free image. It says gingerbread men, 5 cents, made with holiday cheer. Okay. You're old school. Nothing wrong with being old school. Let me get this paint off my hands before I try to tear this apart. Alright, we're going to make a little tag with this paper. Wow, I got stuff all over me, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to tear this right up to even to the edge of the image. All right, there we have it. We're going to put it on a tag. We're going to tear that a little bit too because the tag is just a little bit bigger than I need it to be. And we'll put some Mod Podge on here, stick this on here. I'm just going to cheat and use my fingers since it's small. Get all the edges. All right, there we have that. And we'll use our wax again. Kind of gunk this up a little bit. I'm gonna just use my finger. I'm just gonna go around the little circle here so that it looks like it's one of those like little metal rings. And I'm just going to try to get all that white stuff covered on this so that it doesn't look like it's a piece of paper. tear this. So. Just gonna kind of, let's see, where is my wipes again? So I'm thinking we'll put a little spray on this and we'll wipe it. I wanted to kind of give it that wrinkly look, so I think that having the wetness on there is going to help. This one is called Frayed Burlap. Oh yeah, it does kind of match my shirt a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to spray it on there, and then I'm going to use a wipe, and I'm just going to wipe it. This is what we have going on so far, you guys. I'm going to put a little bit more wax over here on this little circle because I want it to be a little bit darker. Right, now we'll dry that. Now that because this is a little bit wet, I'm hoping that it'll kind of curl it a little bit. If not, I'll spritz it with some water a little bit. I want it just to look old and weathered. See how it's kind of curly? I don't know if you guys can tell that it's kind of starting to curl a little bit. There. So you can see how it's warped looking, like it's just seen its day. All right, there's that. Now let's put this little guy together. I've got this little twig that I got last year. I just found it in my stash. Where did I get this at? I got this at Home. This was a store that was in Tennessee, and I love this store. This store is like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls on steroids, just no clothes. Absolutely. What is the sealer called? Oh, the sealer that I'm going to seal it with, Stephanie. Let me see if I can find a can of it. Right. This is what I'll use to seal it with. I'll take it outside and seal it with this. I can't spray it in the house because it's really toxic. So I'll just do a quick coat of this. Yeah, if you guys have an at-home near you or anywhere a drivable distance, my gosh, this thing keeps sliding down. You guys really should go. Sorry. Whoa, that's bad. At Home is amazing. We just got one here. I don't want to tell anybody about it locally because I don't want them to go. I don't want them to steal all the good stuff. It's an amazing store, you guys. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it just like it is. I'm just going to cut the bottom off. And we're going to attach this here with our little gingerbread man. I don't know about my candy cane, you guys. I was going to put a candy cane in here. Maybe I can kind of cover it so that we don't really see my terrible painting from Miss Roxy interrupting me. I might be able to get away from that. Get some twine for our tag. This is what we have going on so far, you guys. Wow, that's terrible. You guys can't really see anything. I want to string some fabric around it to hold it all in, so I gotta make sure I have it in the right place. I hope this goes around. This might not go around. It's very interesting to me. I just got this at Walmart, and the grain goes the wrong direction for some reason, and I didn't get a very big piece. When I try to tear it the other way, it shreds to nothing. I might have to put two pieces together. Let's see. I want this to go in here. I don't know that my strings are even going to be big enough now. I'm going to have to just knot it. So this is what we're going for, guys. I just got to put it together. I think I need to gunk my candy cane up. It's too bright. Maybe that'll hide my terrible painting. Ouch, I got my stuck by a pin. Alright. Might need paint. Let me get the paint. Wax is not going to work. Alright, so this is just the Cafe Noir by Hobby, Hello Hobby. And I'm just going to do the stippling. That might just cover up my whole painting, you guys. We'll just do a spray of the ink on here. So see how I've kind of covered that up. Now I don't have to worry about how bad it was painted. Maybe we'll use some gathered twigs. And I'm just dabbing it with my white. Oh, that's much better. That covers up my terrible painting, and it gives it that vintagey look. Let me dry it really quick. Yeah, I did a great job. Now I don't have to redo my candy cane art, Angelica. I covered up that nastiness. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's glue this down. That's not the direction I wanted it. Alright, let's get enough glue on here. Gingerbread man here. Oh, I forgot the candy cane. Alright, this is what we have going on so far, you guys. What did I spray? What did I spray on the candy cane? I used the Distressed Oxide. Let's see, which one did I use? I think I used this one. I used the Frayed Burlap. I got that at, I got this on Amazon, but you can get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I don't think that Walmart has that, so you can't get that one at Walmart. Okay, I'm just going to try to cover up my hot glue there. Now where to put this little guy. Maybe that's perfect right there. Let's put this on first and then we'll do that. Where do I want to go? Okay. Oh, that looks good. Let me trim this. All right, so we have going on. Now we just need to add our little tag. I think that's going to be perfect right there. Put it underneath the little sprigs to hide the glue. I think these need to be a little shorter. All right. I like all the little frays hanging all over the place. There we go, you guys. Look at how cute that is. I'm gonna fix his little, I think I need to trim his little tie too. You guys, I'll put, I will put this print that I found on my page, this little gingerbread man, and I will trace out the gingerbread that I used and post that on my page as well for you guys if you want. Anyway, you can get the little tin at Dollar Tree right now. So many cute things that you can do with this. I have some other ideas, you guys. Let me show you something else I found there. Found a few of these little crock pie tins. Can you guess what I'm going to do with those? Got something up my sleeve for those. But anyway, there we go. This is our cute little gingerbread man. Again, I will take this outside and seal it. I will use the sealing spray just so that the paint does not chip off and that it will be more permanent. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I just feel like I can't talk to you guys if I can't really, you guys can't see me. You're like, I'm off screen. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, making this. Make sure you stay tuned. I am going to be in an event on Saturday. I will be the first presenter. I am at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I haven't done the time change to figure out what that is for me. I can't tell you what the topic is yet because it hasn't been posted yet, but I have something very fun planned and hope that you guys will come in and join me. I know that there's another event. If you have 2 devices, get things going on so that you guys can come support me. I really appreciate it. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining, my friend. We just finished up and we just finished making this cute little muffin tin with gingerbread man. So make sure you go back and watch the replay when I get it posted. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.